You're like,
Alrighty. Kick her off, Mitch.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Unnecessary Roughness, TBC pending. We've just realised after we released the last episode, there may have been some teething issues with another similar-sized entity that we won't mention. Have stolen, well, not stolen their name, they technically had it first. So who knows, we may have a different banner next week, but we're still Unnecessary Roughness Australia for now. I'm Mitch Brown. To my left, I'm joined with Flegger, who's Nathan Cleary Masters. How are you, Flegger?
good yourself.
Yeah, good, mate. We got Gussie, former Bra Boy Steel.
Fuck me.
Yeah. And we got Aiden. What the fuck happened to Zach Ertz pots?
Yeah, actually, no. I wasn't
Which
just
is
the
a
only
great
one.
question.
I wasn't the only one that asked that question because where is he right now? Where did we come to the conclusion of?
Pretty sure he's in.
Washington.
No, I thought he was in Bondi for that new Bondi Scenes TV show.
Oh,
coming out.
mate.
With Stephen Day.
With Stephen Day.
That's his off season. That's his off season task. But
No, he's at Washington.
how do we all feel last week went, boys?
Well, I'll kick us off because I've been speaking to HR not only just about the name change, but also statistically speaking, we hit 30 views on our YouTube video. So that episode last week copped 30 views, which is
First
amazing.
30, I might have been 10 of them.
I was going to say, I'm about 5.
Yeah, I'd be 2. Yeah.
Thank you to our 4 listeners out there.
Yeah, but 30 listens on YouTube, which is great. I haven't looked into the podcast on Spotify or anything like that.
Thousands.
So, yeah, but we'll talk to our analysts and we'll get back to you next week on how
Even
it's
the
going.
reels, have been doing real good.
Yes.
What's that?
Mate, the
first
one
got to like 4, was it 4,000 or
the first one that
more?
we posted had over 1,000 views. Like nearly 2,000
Yeah.
views.
Also, too, just quietly, we got a TikTok.
We
It's
do.
been popping off lately.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get around the
Flegger's
TikToks.
been sorting us out with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
behind the scene.
We yet have an actual proper workflow though for the podcast, but we're going to improve on that.
For first time out.
Oh, mate, I think we've done a
Mate.
great job.
You know, for a rookie running back has 4 carries, 8 yards, you just say, oh, well.
He did well.
So
He did
2
his
yards
job
per
this
carry.
week.
If you could call us a rookie that competed last year in the NFL, what would you call our podcast in resemblance?
Or, yeah, like what rookie would we be like in our week 1?
Mo Gibbs.
Oh, that's a bit.
Ooh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if we're that.
Nah, we're that. We are that.
Nah, because we had these high expectations and Montgomery just stole this
Oh,
a lot, you know?
Which is that other podcast who we won't name.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good analogy, actually. I was going to say more. Who really was disappointing last year?
As a
That
rookie.
wasn't us. That's not us though. But
I can get into a veteran who was disappointed.
I
I can read that all day. I'll gladly talk about Austin.
I think we'll evolve though. Like as we go through each episode, we'll probably turn into a different rookie. You know what I mean? Like hopefully by the end we're a bit of Puka Nakua.
Because Puka or Jameer's actually probably a great example. Hopefully we end up just taking the limelight from everyone else and
fucking off
market
David.
share, just fucking them off. So, well, last week, boys, I think we'll go around the league. Last week was mainly centered around Brandon Ayuk, but I thought we'd start with a couple big QB signings or extensions, re-signings, whatever you want to say. Notably, Jordan Love and Tua as the Dolphins. Now, I'm not sure if Jordan is wanted to get the edge over Tua, but the exact deal is 4 years, $220 million for Jordan, and 4 years, $212 for Tua. So a measly $212.
Easily.
A measly.
Can't be happy with that.
You have to be on a tight budget, I reckon, Tua. After that, he'd be very furious. So. But I guess, obviously, everyone's I hype it up by saying it's the biggest quarterback extension of all time. That's just how salary caps work. But do you think both QBs are obviously primed for a big year and beyond?
Nah, they don't deserve it.
Don't deserve
No,
it?
don't deserve
What would you? What's the fair market for them?
Holy fuck.
100 million, mate.
100 million.
For a bag of chips, like, you can't be giving them the biggest deal in NFL history. Like, what's with that?
Look back at
It's a QB market, mate. It's
look
inflation. Inflation's at a bit.
But look who's in the league, and they're not throwing that type of money.
Exactly.
Like you look at Mahomes and Allen and Lamar, they're not getting that money.
Yeah, but they sign their extensions at a different time
Exactly.
of life, mate.
Yeah,
That's the biggest
So
thing.
I think the biggest thing, one, inflation. Obviously, fucking like
Miami's not cheap, mate.
yeah, and everything's going up. Like everything is going up.
Stadium's going
But
Ferraris,
I think what justifies the
strip clubs.
value in regards to a signing like Jordan Love's, like speaking from behalf of like the Packers, like they have a very young core, very, very young core, and they've basically invested in a young quarterback as well that's going to be there for a long period of time. So I think it's a justified value for where the market is right now. But on the flip side, you've got Tua, right, who obviously is a little bit older, been in the league a little bit longer, also has a lot of older receivers too. But the difference is that Tua is someone that I think, you know, if the likes of Tyreek Hill or the likes of Jalen Waddle weren't there, like, do you think Tua would actually receive that amount of money for that signing if those players weren't there? You know what I mean? Like, what sort of value does he hold in that respect?
They make him look good, is what you're saying.
They make him look good. You know what I mean?
But without him as well, the shit
McDaniel's
doesn't
offense
steer.
is another big changing point as well. Like, they've changed tremendously since he's come. It is funny because Tua, when he was coming into the year, was he had a major hip concern, I think, when he first came in as a rookie. So there wasn't big expectations, even though he was a first round pick. But like, he was just a sort of short check down like Derek Carr is now. To see him get like the biggest deal now is pretty shocking. But as Aiden says, like, even if you look at NBA, I hate to use the NBA as an example, but like Franz Wagner he's not like up there with the best players in the league, yet he got one of the highest rookie extensions of all time. It's just the way the market. Mahomes, if he re-signs again in 3 years, he's going to be getting them. Who knows what he'll be fucking getting?
He'll be 300.
It'll be like Jeff Bezos money, I reckon. Next
ESPN,
time.
I'm pretty sure I seen on the other day, said that when Brock Purdy's on his last year of his rookie contract, he's getting 974,000 a year.
Yeah.
And there's talk that his deal could go to 326 million.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you think about, if you look at the specifically case to the Dolphins, right? They've got Tyreek Hill on 30 mil a year. They've got Jalen Waddle on 26 million a year. Like, there is not that much space left on that salary cap. So for them to offer, Tua 50 mil, a little bit more extra per year, bit of change there to give.
US dollars
as well. Like, I think honestly it's a good buy because they've got a great system there. Mike McDaniel's, I think, is doing a fantastic job with that team. And to think about where the Dolphins were before Tua was there to where they are now,
100%.
I think it's a great buy.
Yeah.
You could argue though that like I just said, if those players weren't there and Tua didn't have those players around him, he'd probably be fucking like, what could you relate him as a quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
And even who's at the training practices with Tua as well? Is it fucking? Who's
the backup?
Marino, isn't it? Or
Dan Marino.
Yeah.
He's got the cleats back on, is he?
Yeah. No, but he's there right now. You know what I mean? So like, you don't have fucking many options if you want to extend someone as a quarterback. Like, he was due, and then you're pretty dire in regards to any sort of other options on the market as well.
And the other flip side of that is, if Dolphins don't pay him money, I guarantee a bottom feeder side will be paying him that money anyway.
Oh yeah.
So you're basically banking on drafting or getting a Tom Brady situation with the Bucks, which is very unlikely. Like, fucking Mahomes just has, fuck this, I don't want to go to stay in Kentucky anymore. He wants to piss off. Oh, sorry,
Kentucky.
But like, they basically putting their chips all in one, and they're saying, we don't want to restart. We're going all in. This is what we've got.
Yep.
We're going to lead our man. And I wasn't big on Jordan Love, but I probably rate him more for this contract.
Yeah.
He started.
I'm the only cunt that fucking drafted him last year because no one believed in him. I actually believe in Jordan Love, and towards the end of the season, he was turning up and playing quite good.
He was. I'll give him credit.
But like the players around him were all so young, and I think all of them are gonna probably like progress well together. And if you look at the talent they have now with the signing of Josh Jacobs, shout out Flegger, they're gonna have more, like, I guess, consistency per game with the amount of options that Jordan Love now has, which is exciting.
I agree. Well, we've also got the recent other news, I guess, continuing on from Brent Ayuk's contract holdout, was also his fellow buddy, fellow Niner, Trent Williams, the big boy. He's also refusing to go into those Niners headquarters. He's saying, nah, I want that money. And also, I was going to say CeeDee Lamb, but there's been a new, what's the story unfold, as I've been told by source, breaking news by Flegger. That they've actually made a next step into their negotiations. What happened there, Flegger?
Well, I just
I'm talking about.
woke up and saw a notification on my phone saying that they've sent him a contract. Not 100% sure if their money's around, floating around anywhere, but hopefully it's a big deal, and he should, because he deserves it.
He deserves it, 100%.
He deserves it.
100%.
He'd have to be getting up there with Jefferson money, max, for a receiver.
Yeah, sure.
Talk he's going to be taken like second, maybe third in fantasy this year.
Oh, I'll take him first.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's a big call.
He's a very nostalgic Flegger.
nostalgic.
He'll hold
Put
on
a lot
to
of
that
faith in
title
Dak.
forever.
Yeah.
Pick up the Dallas defense again.
I'll stack him and Dak together.
You had Dallas defense last year too.
Yeah.
They won him a few games, don't worry.
I versed Flegger in the first round, beat him too. Just
And Dallas had like
And it's all
30.
He
downhill
had
from there.
32 points as a defensive team.
It's because I had Drake
32
London in there and
points.
he gave me a goose egg.
Yeah, they were taking pick sixes like nearly every
Yeah.
play. I wouldn't say pick sixes, but they were definitely getting picks.
Just quietly on these like contracts, and I guess we could say the same with Jordan Love getting like $8 million more than Tua. I reckon it's 100% a big ego thing. Like whether it's NBA, NFL, I think especially American sports where it's like they obviously wide receivers have a big ego they have to have.
Oh yeah,
But in a competitive standpoint, if they get the biggest contract, they feel they're valued as the best receiver.
100%.
You very rarely see a Tom Brady situation where they'll take a pay cut, and I don't think that's all because of finance. Obviously, probably would be, but I think it's also bragging rights and like a status.
Well, QBs are definitely they're the highest paid.
Oh
in the
yeah,
game
I'm just
without-
saying like relative. Say Justin Jefferson wants more money than who would be like than Jamar Chase. You know what I mean?
Because realistically,
Yeah,
like
for the bragging
20
rights
million more isn't going to change their
more.
life.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's more
That's
so
what I
just
mean.
like I've got the most money.
I thought
Half that's
about-
gonna be taxed. You know?
after I seen like all these things on social media, I thought like, what the fuck would these guys do with that money? Like
Yeah, that's what I mean. Once you get to that
I
point,
reckon if I was given $5 million, that would last me a lifetime.
I think
What
you
are
said it
they
last
doing
week, mate.
with?
mate, they need the bear.
You know, that's 4 years, $220 million. What
Yeah.
are they doing in like another 8 years' time when they've got 880 million? Like what?
Yeah.
Getting
What are
drunk
they
and
doing
driving
with that?
families
Miami,
around.
Miami would be a
Buying
bad place
strip
to have
clubs and
200
making it
million.
rain.
Miami would be a terrible place. I hope to God that Jordan Love and his mates give him like the barefoot investor for Christmas, just so he can put in a high interest savings account
With $1 a week
and then live off the rest of the 190 million. You
on
know?
a frozen
I
coke
just-
from Macca's.
Looking at those deals on the app. But Trent Williams, I guess we'll ask the resident Niners fan. You concerned at all with another holdout? No? You don't think they get shit done?
I reckon they will have the money to like this year. I think is the all or nothing year for the Niners because once Purdy is off his rookie deal, there's like he's gonna
This is
take
their
he's
window.
gonna take a fair portion of that salary. He is. I reckon we'll be right. Big Trent, we can't do anything without him. Think about how many routes and like openings that makes for CMC. Like he just
You get there in
he's
age,
just
though.
a big brick wall that just opens up so much. Like, I reckon he's got to be one of the best like
Who do you
O-line
think-
players in the league.
I guess we'd have to look in who's up for extension the next couple of years. Who do you think they're going to cut though? Because someone's not going to make the cut. I guess Debo's signed. Ayuk's probably. Who knows? If he may.
I think
be the one that has to miss out.
Ayuk will be in there. I really think they'll get rid of Debo.
Debo.
I think they'll get rid of Debo. They'll both play this year, and then when like there's going to be obviously more money in, I reckon they'll shift Debo off. They've got CMC on a very low deal. We discussed that last week. And then Trent obviously wants a pay rise. They've got that Ricky Parcell on a rookie deal, and he could potentially just fill the slot of Debo.
Yeah.
Really, they'll probably. I'm pretty sure they cut that. I don't really know his name. He's the wide receiver 3 from the 49ers. Jennings or
Brandon Jennings.
yeah, I think they cut Jennings.
Michael Jennings.
No, Michael. He's not leaving.
Brandon Jetboat Jennings.
Mate, it's fine. It's fine. Just put it back. It's fine. It's all good.
So we had a lot of feedback last week that I was
Pick
the
your
only
voice
loud
down.
one,
Pick
and I'm
your
just
voice.
trying to fix the issues.
Inside
you know?
voice.
Inside. No, but there was talk that Aiden was yelling all week. and
We didn't
I-
say anything. The
us three
viewers,
were good.
the 4 viewers
Yeah.
said it. So 4,000 viewers said it. So
I reckon the 49ers will be fine. I reckon they will.
he's not biased at all.
Every player in a 49ers uniform last year, I reckon, will be in one this year.
Okay, sweet. And the next point, just quickly, one more recent news. I think I'll put it to the 2 resident shit talkers here to discuss this. So Patrick Mahomes, there was a bit of I love to see it in honesty. The Raiders, was it the Raiders Twitter or X or Facebook page posting it?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
We'll
there's
say
a
it
video
was.
resurfaced about Kermit the Frog dressed up in Niners gear, and obviously it was alluding to Patrick Mahomes. Do you surely you boys love all this?
I love it.
Love it.
Absolutely
It's
love it.
good.
All
Mahomes
for
kept
it.
his lips shut. He was like, "We'll deal when we deal with it," which it does sound badass, but coming from Mahomes with a squeaky voice, I just can't take him seriously.
Because Max Crosby and Mahomes have
Beef.
beef big
Yeah.
time on that field.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Max
yeah,
Crosby
yeah,
roughs
yeah.
him up all the time, and like they're back and forth at each other. There's a video. I'll show you. I'll try and get the video up and show you. But they're back and forth, and
I think
Max,
it's a bit of
Because
that
he's
quarterback.
trying
isn't
to,
it?
no, basically like
Max is trying to kill him.
Max trying to fuck him up, and Pat's just like, "What are you doing, bro?" and then ends up scoring on him, and then like yappa.
And then Mahomes talks his shit and gets in his ear, and then it's on.
Yeah. Oh, like A+ for Raiders, but considering that the Chiefs have owned them, it does fucking knock it down a little
I
bit.
reckon that's good banner.
But it's just
It's good,
funny,
great
eh?
banner.
Like,
Yeah.
it's harmless. Like,
Yeah, just
Kelsey takes a piss out of him every training, I bet.
100%. Like, yeah.
While the Kentucky Chiefs are on topic, real quick, they had a in-house scuffle the other day at training.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've seen that.
Kadarius Toney or whatever his name is. There's rumours that he's been put into the RB slot, but he was training at wide receiver at this time, and he ran this route. And I think this nobody who's probably not even in the top 30 of their roster,
Like Travis Kelce.
Kelsey come in like this guy had late shotted Toney,
Oh.
like fucked him up, and Kelsey comes running in, just yeets him fucking back to the bench.
Actually, just on that, there was also, real quickly, we'll go on to the next talk, but George Pickens, Gussie's one of his favourite under-the-radar receivers, he was also involved in a little bit of a scuffle with the coach, where day one of training camp, I think it was, he was criticising his effort, which is a big
I
thing
wouldn't
for
put it
Pickens.
past him. If you look up Georgie Pickens in college, man, he was relentless.
He was doing a few of
He
these
was
ones.
He was ruthless.
But, yeah, I guess maybe that's why he stock's so low on drafts, but
Probably got a
So
bit of
does she take when you
Probably got a bit of
sixth
attitude
rounder?
problem, really.
maybe. Who knows?
Good though. What's up?
Nothing. I'll talk to you after.
In the border, in the behind the scenes.
Keep going. Let's go.
Okay, so we'll go to our fantasy talk next. So, boys, pretty simple this one, unlike last week. I'm going to give you two players, whether they're similar position or similar draft position, and we're going to rank them of who you'd rather. Okay, so a bit of college, high school, who would you rather? Okay.
Mhm.
So, you boys ready? Understand the concept?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is it like you're saying to one of us or all of us?
All of us. I want the room to
Yeah, right.
say
You
who they
gonna
want.
go in order, or you gonna? Just
Well, funny you asked that, Aiden. What I was in, like, ask.
Yeah.
I'll just put it out there.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with the big ballers first, the big boys. So we got Bijan or Breece Hall. ADP, they're both pretty neck and neck. 5 for Breece Hall. Bijan's just next after him, 6. So basically the same pick. Who you want?
I'm gonna go Breece.
I'm going Bijan.
Yeah, I'm going Bijan as
I'm
well.
going Bijan.
Why Breece, since you're the one out?
I just think on the back end of last season, he was in electric form. We saw what we're going to see probably this season. And I think given the options that there are at the Jets in regards to the wide receivers, I think Garrett Wilson's going to see a lot of double coverage, which will probably make it really difficult for him to even touch the ball. So I think it's going to open up a lot through the middle for Breece. And also with the offensive line of the Jets as well, I just think it's just quite unstoppable. And yeah, as I said, I think a lot of it's going to have to do with the fact that they've got a young running back now too. He's a rookie. Was that the rookie guy? The one that can only run.
He's keeping his lips tight.
He can only run straight.
Draft him.
Yeah,
Oh no,
But-
he can run sideways.
yeah, the one that can't run sideways. He's so young. I don't think he will see as much ball. Like it will be similar Gibbs' story to the Detroit Lions last year, where he won't get as much time as David Montgomery, who in this case is Breece Hall. So I think Breece is just going to have like way more ball than Bijan Robinson, in all honest opinions.
I've changed this each day. I'm leaning towards Breece now, whereas I was big on Bijan. But I worry that all the checkdowns that Breece Hall got from Sam Darnold because he couldn't throw it more than 10 yards is going to hurt his PPR. But very, very close one. Next one, we've got Devontae Adams.
You're not gonna ask us why we chose Bijan.
Well, we're going to rapid
Go,
fire.
go,
I
go.
thought he was
On to
on
the
one
next.
out.
On to the next, you're right.
You boys are together.
Oh, good. On the next.
Mate, you know Drake London's taking all the ball.
Oh yeah, and Cole Pitts.
According to Gussie, the Falcons have 4 balls out there. Kirk's going to throw for 7,000 yards coming up.
Oh, he is.
With a torn Achilles.
Oh, he will.
Oh, he will. You like that?
Kirk's ready. He does like that.
Next one, we've got Devontae Adams and Marvin Harrison Jr., who are both neck and neck. 15 versus 16, I believe.
That's pretty good.
That's a no-brainer for me.
I'm going to go Devontae.
He's going the veteran.
Yeah.
Who's Gussie going?
I'm going Devontae too.
Going Devontae.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on Marvin.
I agree with Potts. I'm actually going Marvin as well. Okay, boys, why are you going with the veteran over the youngster?
Well,
We talked about the youngster last week, so there's no point in...
I've actually got Marvin in one of my things later on, but I'm going to go Devontae just because I think he will come off a shit season last year. I think he's
Have
going to
another one.
Prime for a downfall.
Nah, I think he's going to come back big. Big.
You reckon?
Yeah. I'm going to have a big year.
What's your reason? Just liking.
Just the sole reason of him being a veteran. Like, he fucking shows up and puts that work in.
You can't teach experience, eh?
You can't. I reckon he's going to be red hot this year. I do. I really do. Devontae's going to be good. That's why I pick him. Rookies, like, you take a big chance, a huge chance. So that's why I'm going the vet. I'm back.
Talent-wise, I'd go Devontae all day as a veteran, but hey, they got Minshew as their best option at the moment, which yuck. Got Kyler Murray or Minshew, who you rather throw on the board to, you know.
Yeah, but also like.
But I get where he's coming from. I love Devontae.
He's always open.
He's always open. Just fucking put it on his chest. Okay, next one. This is the one that's like the neck and neck positions. Going into the third round now is Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs going back to back as well.
Josh Jacobs any day.
Not biased at all.
And he's at Green Bay as well this year.
Yeah,
So
that's what
get away from the
Going to
Raiders.
see a lot more touches.
So
Yeah, I agree. I reckon Josh Jacobs.
I'm going Derrick Henry.
Okay, why Derrick Henry? Okay, sorry, I'll phrase this. I'll mix it up. So, are you concerned at Lamar stealing goal line touches?
No, because he's just such a big body and he's like a consistent RB. Consistent RB. Look at his like, I seen a stat the other day from 2018 to 23, and the touchdowns list like it dropped by 1, it raised by 2, maybe 1, and then back up 2. Like he's good. I reckon he's going to be really good at the Ravens.
I just can't ignore how they handled the running back position last year at Baltimore with Gus Edwards. To see Derrick Henry fill that slot, I just don't see how he's going to get as much ball as he did at Tennessee.
I think it's a different caliber, but like they've two different players. Derrick Henry has the accolades, and I reckon he's gonna do it.
It might open up more positions for Lamar, though. That's the only thing, and that's why I went with Josh Jacobs in this case, because I think like the Green Bay Packers don't have to change their footy much at all. They can play a similar sort of style, and they don't have to change because it sounds like your reasoning is that they're going to open up more options for Baltimore, but I think it's probably just going to create more problems.
Because being a big body, you think it's going to...
Yeah.
And a big time player, I think they're just going to target him, and then Lamar just fakes it and goes.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it.
On that flag, then, do you think Green Bay will have more scoring options than Baltimore's offense?
I wouldn't say that because they got Lamar as well.
Yeah.
I'd say it's about 50-50, but because of that, you'd pick Jacobs over that because Baltimore have Lamar.
Okay. Yep. Sweet. For what it's worth,
What do you got?
I'd probably lean towards. I actually think Henry's in an all right position. I think it's been a bit overblown. I think
I do too.
Baltimore always has a great rushing attack. And it's not so much if Lamar's going to steal for me, it's whether Derrick Henry actually had a decline or if that was just a shit Tennessee offense. So I'd give the benefit of the doubt to Derrick, but it's neck and neck for me. So next one. So this is when we have to take a draft position in a little bit of account because they're slightly different. So we got tight end battle. We love our tight ends.
They make a fucking difference, man. I had TJ Hawkinson last year, and he carried. He would be close to my MVP, honestly.
He was tight end 1 at one point through the season before he got injured.
The whole thing was it?
Before he got injured, he was tight end 1.
He was tight end 1.
He was dropping 30 bombs one game, a couple games.
Turk loved him. He loves his tight ends. Maybe that's a big.
I think that was massive too, was because Jettas was out injured.
Yeah.
And so Hawkinson was the number 1. He was the number 1 pick.
He's fucked. I reckn he's done. That injury fucked him so hard.
It will for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll go with the more unproven ones. There's 2 tight end battles here. The first one, Dalton Kincaid or Trey McBride. So taking position that Kincaid's about 1 round after McBride. So you're paying a little bit of a premium for McBride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Kincaid.
Okay.
I'm with Flegger. Kincaid.
I also think Kincaid.
That's a first unanimous one. I think Kincaid as well. I think Josh Allen has no options with Stephon God. He's going to have to throw it to some cunt out there. And I think...
Can you name the rookie they signed this year?
Coleman, no.
No. There's one more.
For wide receiver?
Yeah, wide receiver.
Keelan Coleman.
It is Keelan Coleman.
I think it's Keelan Coleman.
Second round, early second round.
I don't have much. Like, he'll probably see some ball because they got to have
They got Shaqiri, that's another one.
They haven't even got Dynamite, Boom or Bust.
Also
Gabe Davis out there anymore.
Is it Curtis Samuel from Washington?
Oh, sorry, Yes,
he's now at the Bills.
He's
he
pretty
could
good.
be wide receiver 1. That's how dire.
I think
wide
it'll be
receiver
2,
room
and
is.
Keon will take wide receiver 1.
That's why I'm high on Kincaid.
Yeah,
But
Kincaid,
especially for a cheaper price. If it was neck and neck, I'd probably still pick
Kincaid, and who's the wide receiver? No, running back. Sorry, running back. That they've got
James Cook.
James Cook. He's pretty fucking good. He's good
Yeah,
value.
I
as
had
well.
him last year.
Hold
and
up, didn't he get shifted?
No.
Isn't he the Raiders?
No,
No?
he's Bills, mate.
Oh, shit, sorry.
When
guys.
he gets the ball,
Sorry.
he can put up some big numbers. He won me some games. I'll say that.
He's,
And then-
he's,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
he
an
beat me
Isaiah
with it.
Protracto type beat.
I say protractor.
Okay, first unanimous one. Can we keep it going? I'll save the next time in. We'll have a break. We've got QBs. CJ Stroud, average 45 position, or Joe, Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Burrow at 58. So taking about a round premium for CJ. Are you high on CJ?
I do like CJ because I like the
Fourth
Texans.
round though, or fifth round. High for a QB.
That's very high for a
That's
QB.
like I think
Well,
Yeah.
Stroud's fourth.
45th. So he'd be. I think he's QB 4. But you take him in the 4th, 5th round. So you're taking him above Pickens.
You had him last year though, so like, how did you find him? Like now with the more options, like what do you think?
I had him for a bit too.
I think he's definitely going to
CJ.
improve. I think whether from a fantasy standpoint, it's like, believe it or not, CJ actually didn't put up, like he put up yardage, but TD wise, that offense was still, he was very efficient.
It was breaking in
He
because
didn't
like
throw many
it wasn't
interceptions. Like, he's a
towards-
great QB,
yeah
but obviously he's got weapons around him now. We've got also
Diggs.
No, we've got Diggs. Yeah, that's the obvious. I'm trying to think.
Nico
fucking
Collins.
Mixon. He's also got a more consistent running game. That could also hurt him though as well for fantasy.
That's what I
Not
mean.
throwing as deep.
Yeah.
And also, I think we got to pull it back a little bit because Nico and Tank Dell, I know from first-hand experience because they bent me over in fantasy playoffs. Like they were playing like Jerry Rice and fucking and Terrell Owens out there at the end of the season. Like I don't think they can maintain that. So 4th round, I think it's too high.
I think it's typical
Way too high.
rookie QB syndrome
Just
where
throw
like they're just hurling. You know what I mean? And I think that style of play is very like short term.
Yeah,
And I
no
think
tape on him as well.
and I think it's going to take a matter of just like seeing how many options you actually have that are more safe, and that's why I've gone with Burrow in this battle, I guess, of who we're
I'm
choosing.
going Burrow.
Yeah, just because he's a safer option. I think given his injury, like was it his wrist he broke or something, like a
Wrist last year.
Yeah.
He's had a few, but wrist
Like-
or elbow.
I think it's not going to change that much for him. He may have to change his style of play, but I think given the amount of options that he has now in the wide receiver position, with Higgins now fully developed as like a predominant like wide 2 receiver.
And Jamal wasn't as healthy last year, since he was in shambles really last year.
Yeah.
So
I
just a
reckon,
matter of him if he can survive out there when he gets fucking sacked 10 times a game.
I
But
reckon they're going the length. I reckon Bengals.
Cincinnati.
I reckon they're winning the chip.
Who
we'll
did
get to
they
that.
who they sign at running back? Because they got
Yeah, they got Zach Moss.
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss, man.
Nah, but he was alright last
flashback?
season.
No, don't. I had him. Terrible. He put up 130 game, and I was like, "Yep, he's
But
got
like-
in my starting
But
side."
that's the thing
And
though,
Chase
like
Brown,
when
who
you
was
when
the
you've
second
got
year
when you
now.
got Richardson playing as
Chase
well,
Brown,
it kind of makes it a bit of a different style of play to how you got Burrow playing as well.
Even when Taylor was injured, man, he didn't do that. He didn't do much. I thought, he's seen a lot of volume. Didn't do that much, unfortunately. I hope it changes
They
for
had,
him.
they had better options in Pittman though. You know what I mean? Like it's just
So tight ends, next tight end, the bigger boys in tight ends. We got Sam Laporta body. He's actually going significant. Oh, well, I'd say significant. 7 spots higher in front, like better than Travis Kelce at the moment. But who are we taking, Laporta or Kelce at that?
Laporta.
Laporta, even with
Well, I
that
picked
higher
up
pick?
Kelsey last year.
We've all
round
got
one.
flashbacks. We all got demons inside of us here.
Round
We
one,
always-
pick 3, and he was atrocious. And Laporta, I really rate their lines as well. So, Laporta all day.
Laporta, Kelce. Spending about
I see where
third
Flegger's
round for a
I see
second
where
round.
Flegger's coming from, because we made a trade last year and I got Kelsey and he done give me donuts, but I'm going back to Kelsey. It's tough, but I'm going back to Kelsey.
similar. I'm going Kelce as well.
Redemption year for him, I think.
Yep. I just think
really
Laporta, like similar to what we were just talking about just then with CJ Stroud. I think he just
Progression.
had that season. And
he
I
had
think
10 touchdowns.
but everyone knows that he can play.
Yeah.
So they're going to fucking be
Who
on
the fuck's
it.
this big cunt?
Yeah, you know what I
Wasn't he
mean?
doing third, like the year before?
Actually, on the topic, how much is of quarterbacks in the signings from our previous discussion? How much is Goff on? Because didn't he sign like a massive?
He did.
But that's what I mean. Like
Exactly.
It's
An
always.
average cube. He's average.
But like you got Goff, and then I
Slightly
think
above that.
Stafford as well. Like he's on a fucking big
Yeah,
deal,
but a
isn't
little
he?
slight holdout, mini holdout.
46.
He's 36
But
this is what I
mil
mean,
a
like-
year, I think.
I think
Stafford.
it's always linear. It's always going up. So like to carry on about like the biggest paid player in franchise history,
Yeah, I think
we'll
so,
probably
yeah,
wake
but
up tomorrow morning and
and
it's probably
someone's
gonna-
chipped it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I bet you Joe Montana's just shaking his head right now. He's playing for like a pack of Skittles and,
Oh, yeah.
and carton after every game probably. And he had 4 rings. So
Who you going,
so we
bro?
had Laporta, Kelsey.
Yep.
Kelsey. If it was the same draft, I'd take Laporta, just because I'm big on the lines like Flegger is. I think they have more opportunities, but like I think Kelsey's going to bounce back because really Mahomes didn't have many real great receiver options last year. It's big
No.
improve. So Kelsey didn't have any
receiver
room
assets, yeah.
underneath.
Yep.
So I've just got the slight edge to Kelsey, but I would back Laporta because I'm not a big Kelsey Taylor fan. But
I think you hit the nail on the head last week in saying like bringing in Hollywood Brown.
I think it's
You've
gonna
got
happen.
Rasheed Ross when he comes back, but
Yeah.
you got
Getting old,
Xavier,
though.
you got Xavier Worthy though. Like that, that's 3 pretty good like wide. That's a good wide receiver
Yeah,
room.
and
So
yeah.
like
Tractor out the back.
yeah, but
Tractor.
then I think that's where it
John Deere.
opens Kelsey up.
Yeah.
I think it does.
Yeah, I just think that slot position and that inside edge is going to be so open. So
Last one, battle of the mid running backs. This is the
Mid.
significant difference in draft position. I just thought they were similar caliber. So we got Iso Protractor, funny enough. Pacheco. He's going at 31. Okay, keep that in mind because this is big for this one. Or we got Alvin Kamara, the recipient of many dump-offs from Derek Carr, at 51 though. So 2 whole rounds ahead of Pacheco in a PPR format. So points per
Yeah.
reception.
yeah.
Still taking
I think I would go Kamara
Kamara.
off that. Yeah.
That's good
He had,
value.
he
at
had
50.
he had a good year last year, like some big games. And I'm not really the biggest fan of Protractor.
Nah.
Just his running form's a bit.
I always get confused between Kamara and who was the guy that signed late in the season with Cleveland because their running back got injured. It wasn't Ford, it was the other one.
Chubb.
Hunt.
No. Kareem Hunt, you're talking about a couple of years
Kareem Hunt.
ago. Yeah.
So Kareem and then Kamara, like I always get confused between the two. But I'm going Protractor purely because I just think from a PPR standpoint, like he just
We do realise it's not protracted, by the way, but
Yeah.
go on, sorry.
Pacheco. Yeah, I just think he has more, I guess, opportunities to score more points in the form
That's
of
fair.
fantasy than Kamara. Honestly,
Fair.
that's my opinion.
I'm going AK. I'm going Kamara. Just because they just fed him the ball last year and he put up points, but the fact that the value of what Kamara can do for nearly 2 rounds
Yeah.
later, I think like I don't think I would waste my
Yeah.
time on.
No, in that respect, yeah, for sure.
I
Of
don't
course.
think I'd waste my time on Pacheco that early when you could pick up like an Etienne or you could pick up Kamara a lot later and
Yeah.
get similar.
Everyone's looking at Mitch Brown's new get up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Badunk.
Well, I was told him wear jersey last week. I'd take criticism to heart. And
It's been
Here
through
he
about
is.
10
He's got-
cycles of the dryer this
got,
morning.
got a Group 14 jersey. So shout out Castlereagh River.
Go to Cam.
Righto, boys. That was pretty good.
That was
Talks,
good. I like that.
talks. Good talks. Okay, so our main discussions for this week, we've got our season awards, pre-season big talk of who's going to be MVP, who's going to be Rookie of the Year, all that fun stuff. I guess we'll start with the big one. Who's your MVP prediction this year? I don't know why. I think Flegger's got a few cooked up here. I think
My
he's good.
MVP. Funny enough, I've got CJ Stroud as my MVP.
Holy.
Wait, did you
fuck.
pick CJ over
Did you
Burrow?
pick CJ?
Over Burrow?
I don't think we
For
talked
fantasy?
about it.
No, just then, fantasy.
Yeah, no, I don't think we got
Oh,
around to
sorry.
it.
we just completely skipped him.
I thought we did that for everything. But
Nah, because we're talking about there's a whole thing and then it's
Yeah, because we went further on you. I'm pretty sure you ended
Yeah.
that segment by saying that you think it's just you just throwing it down there as a rookie, typical rookie thing.
I'm just so hot on the Texans, to be honest.
You love 'em.
I love them.
we have
do.
such a fantasy bias here.
Fuck
We are, right?
We're right or die people.
Yeah. Fleggers, all things Texas.
And it's
eh?
value
He
as
fucking
well.
loves it.
He looks like a Texan.
You
You are.
big barbecue lover.
You got to think
Very
of
good
it
barbecue
from a
showdown, look at this.
financial standpoint as well. if you're putting $10, $100 on him, you're gonna get way more money. You know?
That's how betting works.
There was a thing the other day that apparently CJ Stroud is
That's
the
his
highest
consideration.
MVP.
It's how
The
much
value.
How much he's putting on
Nah,
it.
because you got to look at it from a value standpoint. Like
It's
you know
foolproof.
when you go into the horses and it's got the value bet. CJ Stroud.
Booster on.
CJ Stroud is that value bet.
Bet return under fucking
So-
$50.
I'm
If you
buying
put more
low
money on
and
him,
I'm
you will
hoping.
be-
he'll
Let
sell
him
high.
speak. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
No, keep
Buying
going.
low, selling high, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do good. Is it sophomore year?
So who's your real MVP?
Huh?
I'm kidding.
I can see it.
Yeah,
No,
I
he'd
can
be
see
up
it
there
a
for
bit. He
favourites.
would be up there.
it's happening.
He
It's
was it-
okay.
I think
It's
he was top
guaranteed
5
money.
last year.
You all heard it.
Yeah, everyone get on.
Sportsbet's handing money away.
What about you, Gussie?
Follow that up.
Yeah, try to beat that.
I got Joe Burrow.
You
going-
didn't seem confident then.
I'm going Joe Burrow.
There we go.
Just a mid slip. I'm going Burrow. I can see it.
Why always QBs? Yeah,
Yeah, I
What-
hate
yeah.
that.
that fucking pissed me off.
I was trying to talk about this before. Like they shouldn't deserve it.
I reckon
realistically.
CMC deserved it last year. Like that's not from a bias standpoint. I think he was unreal last year. But I'm going Joe Burrow this year. Eh? I reckon he's got something to prove. I really do.
Yeah, well, I'm going CMC. So
You on CMC?
I'm going CMC.
Yeah.
So,
What about that
okay,
talk
so
about him
you're-
having a
you're
season?
gonna say
ending-
he's going to have a bigger year than last year.
I think I just think
Lamar had a pretty good year, but
that's what I mean though. Like I don't see an option where a second year is going to win. Like who's won MVP in their second year? Like out of anyone, you know what I mean?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. Yeah. Well,
Wait,
I just want to take CMC purely on the basis of just how unbeatable he is.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to give you a fact?
What's
I
that?
was going
Hit
to.
us.
You tell him, Flegger. I think I know what you're going to say. Go.
I saw this thing. I think he's turning 28, maybe.
Who?
CMC.
Oh, yeah.
Another stat.
No one has ever been RB1 over the age of 28.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Goes back to that RB1 curse, man. That is a real thing.
So
How old's Derrick Henry now?
Oh, he's 22 years young.
Is he actually?
No.
He's got to be 30.
He's 29, I want to say.
Yeah, right.
He's younger than you think, though.
There is no
He
way
just had
they're
a
the
lot of
same
mileage.
age as you and me.
No.
Look at the body comparisons and the bank account differences. Holy.
What money does to him, like, hey.
Yeah.
It does, huh? All right, why couldn't I be
So
born in
you
America?
going to CMC?
I'm just going CMC just because
Just be
I'm
different.
honestly like I actually don't know who the fuck's going to win MVP, and I was looking at my options, and after hearing you two blokes say what Burrow and fucking Stroud, I thought fuck, I'm just going to say CMC.
Same chance.
Yeah, well, I because it honestly you get that with the NFL, you actually don't actually know who's going to fucking win it.
No,
because
it is pretty hard. Like NBA, you get
it's
a rough
tough.
idea.
Yeah, you
NBA,
do.
yeah.
But like, yeah, it's pretty.
Voter fatigue isn't as real in like me and Gussie are in solidarity here. I'm going Joe Burrow as well. Looking at the odds, I did my research on Sportsbet as well. I think Lamar, Patrick, and Josh Allen are higher than Burrow.
Burrow was
Here's a
10.
quick stat though. I'm against QBs purely because they haven't given it since Adrian Peterson in 2012, who had like a 2,100 yard rushing season off an ACL. That's what it takes to fucking win the MVP for a non-QB. So if CMC didn't win last year, I don't think he's winning it this year.
Yeah,
that
that's true.
could be. They could have some dog shit QB. I think it's just basically who's the best QB.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Burrow purely because I think a little bit of voter fatigue exists. Like they're not going to. They never gave it to Manning, Brady every single season. Like people eventually get sick of it. I think Burrow's got a good narrative behind him. Like he's coming back. He went to the Super Bowl previously. Now he's had a couple down years. Since he has had down years,
And he's got a new haircut.
he's a new man.
Fucking hell.
He looks good, by
but
the way.
they've got a good offense around him. They've always had the
It
offense.
looks like
just
you
with
just
Baylor.
with shorter hair.
Got this. What you're saying? I could probably throw it 70 hours.
Bit shisty. Bit shisty brown.
But I reckon Joe Burrow, just from an odds standpoint.
I do. I'm with
I
you.
don't see Josh Allen win it because he's got no one to throw to. Lamar, I think they're sick of giving it to Lamar.
But they might look at that.
Mahomes, honestly, would be the home, like the.
They might look at that with Josh Allen and go, he's got no options.
That's another thing.
Pending on
That's-
how their record goes,
He could carry
go,
him.
wow,
No,
he's carried
that's
them through
They
this.
never seem to do that though.
But that was Lamar last year. Like he lost Marky Andrews, right? Like he's doing it all himself because Gussie Edwards ain't running it out
He
the
got,
back.
he got Zay.
But he's
That OBJ.
but he was fucking shit, and OBJ was also shit. So
Can't talk about
Still
it,
living
go
off
like
that 2014 or 15 catch. Madden 15 cover, whatever the fuck it was. What a great year.
Time to be alive.
Okay, sweet. So we had CJ, CMC, and
Burrows,
Burrows, Marshall Mathers unite. Next one, offensive player of the year. So basically, this is the non-QB best player award.
Yep. I got to work. I can't remember who I put
Actually,
down.
can we guess who Flegger picked while he looks that up?
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb.
Oh, I love my boys, you know?
He's loyal. Flegger is fucking
You got to pay respects to him, you know?
He does
deserves
have
it.
the
And he's
ceiling.
going to get the new contract. It's just the year for it, you know?
Could be it.
Be good.
Brown.
For offensive, I went with Tyreek Hill. I guess CMC and one of the big receivers are probably the favourites, I would say.
Yeah. CMC won it last year.
But I just think I was thinking of between Tyreek and CD, so a receiver, or CMC. One, I don't think CMC can back up last year. I think they're going to save him a bit because he didn't really gain him. Like, he had a fucking phenomenal year, and I think he did win Offensive Player of the Year last year. Offensive Player of the Year. I just think Tyreek versus CD, I think Dallas, they've lost more than they've gained. And I think Miami, just with another year of Tua, getting a bit of chemistry, having his contract sorted, McDaniels, I think Tyreek was on track for 2,000 yards last year. Like, he's getting a bit underrated for his last year's season. Like, CD, I think total yardage outplayed him, but he also missed 2 or 3 games. Tyreek was on a fucking tear as well. So
He was on a
if
tear.
he
At the start especially, he was going crazy.
yeah, like it's just the injuries, which you could say he's getting older and that could be a risk, but I'm going Tyreek.
If he breaks that reception yards,
That's
he will be. the
CD
offensive
also has a
player
good
of
chance,
the
though,
year.
to be fair, but
I'm going full left field here.
here we get tight end. Kicker.
Nah,
Harrison Butker.
RB. I'm going Saquon.
Ooh.
Yuck.
Ooh.
Nah, I knew this was going to stir some
Put that
shit.
money on sports.
what's
bet,
the-
mate.
I'm going Saquon.
Flegger's like, what's the rate? What's the goal rate? I might get on
That'd
it.
be paying at least 20 or something.
I
I'm
reckon
going
$50.
I'm going Saquon for the reasoning.
Gamble
As like
responsibly.
new team, he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders being that RB1. It does now that the tush push is gone, and
With
like
Kelsey gone, you reckon?
Jay,
Do you think it's gone because
the
Kelsey's...
rule? No more tush push this year.
Has that been announced?
Yes, there's no more tush push. They've gotten rid of it. Yep. And I think now that Jalen Hurts isn't going to get those points, those touchdowns, that's going to open up a big thing for Saquon.
Oh, don't worry.
That's a big call.
$13, mate.
So that's
Gussie's onto something. I think the market just... Oh, no, now it's $10 after Gussie just said that. So there you go.
Tom must be putting live bets on for me right now. I'm going to Saquon.
Saquon.
Yep.
I respect it. Different.
Yeah, Tyreek. Same.
Tyreek.
Yeah, very similar reasons to.
If he breaks that yards, it's over.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I just think he's just going to just develop even further with the fact that Tua's not going anywhere for another fucking 4 years,
I've got time.
and they've got no option. Like the time is now for them to actually win a Super Bowl in Miami. So.
Raheem Mostert. Next.
Still sleeping on him, by the way. 90th draft position. So defensive player of the year. We all don't. Everyone who says
you start us off this time.
No,
Blokes.
but
We always go to Flegger.
I'm just going to quickly
I just
say,
answered.
no one gives a fuck about
You're
90%
defensive.
who talk about defensive players. You know, don't act like you're an analytics guy. Just say a guy you like. Okay, so go ahead, Aiden.
Me,
Yeah, we'll mix it up. Ooh,
I was
see?
just about to Google
Curveball.
defensive player fucking
Who had
options,
most-
mate.
What is a sack?
I actually don't, because like I said at the start of
We don't
episode
have one. That's fine.
I don't have one. I just like Miles Garrett. That's about it.
There you go.
Flash
See?
Garrett, yep.
Guys, admit if you don't watch defense, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're here pro, anti-defense, whatever you want to say.
I'm going
Gussie.
Nicky Bosa. Or
No one.
Chase
Mate,
Young.
It's defensive, not best looking.
I know.
I just can't. I'm biased.
No, can I say 2? Because I think they're going to be neck and neck for
If
it.
only Cam McInnes was in.
I
Cam
God.
McInnes.
I think, either Chase Young or
Niners. Any
Nicky
Niners.
Bosa. Well, Chase is in that the Niners.
Eh? Oh, that's right. Fuck.
He's at the
here I am.
Saints.
Sorry, that's my bad. That's right. I'm going a bit left field. Again, don't act like I've any merit to this. I'm going Aiden Hutchinson from the Lions.
Oh,
he's third year now. He's got 12 sacks last year, but I'm not going to act like I know stats, but he had a very high, pressure rate last year. I think it was like 1 in 5 every rush he had was a pressure on the QB. And I think Lions are just, I'm in the group where I think they're still going away up, especially on defense.
You're looking at him right there. Michael Parsons.
Oh, that
He's the favourite. That's
He's
good.
the favourite for a reason.
That's good.
Michael Parsons.
Give
So
us your
basically, if you're new here, Dallas Cowboys are good.
Anything
No.
Dallas or Texas?
I've got him. I've got all the favourites up here. So you got Michael Parsons number 1. You got Myles Garrett 2. TJ Watt. We haven't spoken much about him.
Boring picks.
Then Nick Bosa,
Living in the shadow.
and then you've got Big Max Crosby,
Yeah, I did think about Max Crosby.
but he's a fuckwit. And then you got Aiden Hutchinson, Chris Jones. I'm a Chris Jones fan.
Who's Chris Jones played for? I'm sorry.
Chiefs.
Is it the Chiefs?
Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kentucky.
He used to be at Arizona, and then they fucking
Did he?
Yeah, bro. Arizona's sending everyone to Kentucky. It's ridiculous.
Hollywood.
And then Josh Hines Allen. I don't know who the hell that is.
I don't know
I'm
who the
gonna-
hell that is.
A quick thing. I think it's always been an edge rusher pretty much award in the last 15 years. I think Stephon Gilmore in like 29 was like one of the few
Cornerback? No.
cornerbacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2019. That's like the most recent. I think it's like 1 in 12.
Yeah.
Have
Where's
won.
what's Sauce sitting
Source
at?
is third last out of this top 15.
Oh,
But
Lee.
Hassan Reddick's there too. I don't mind Hassan,
I don't know who he is. Sorry.
ex-Arizona player.
Still don't know him. What number does he wear?
Oh, I fucking don't know, mate.
Okay. Sweet. I don't
Red
know.
one.
Yeah.
White.
Red-
I think he's
red
at
one?
Philly now. Is Hassan Reddick at
Red-
Philly now?
He may. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't keep up with my Cardinals. To be
I
honest.
don't keep up with mine.
I don't worry about mid teams. No, I'm joking. I think this is the most exciting awards because there's all potential, and 90% of them going to turn out dog shit. But the rookies, so it's like a newborn kid. You think he's going to turn up to be like an NRL star, and he just works down the dock. Fucking offensive rookie of the year first. Have we all got one for that first?
Yep.
I think me and Potts would have the same one. Marvin.
Yeah.
Starvin Marvin.
Starvin Marvin. He's a stud. You know, can't avoid him.
I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a sudden change literally just then.
He had an epiphany.
I did.
You just thought,
saw the light.
that guy that I thought was going to win can't step sideways. I'm going Marvin.
Audric.
I'm going Marv. Eh?
Yeah.
I had Caleb Williams in my.
What style of player
Yeah.
would you compare Marvin to the current player right now? Honestly.
A young Jedders.
6'3", is he? Yeah, Jettas is a good comp.
I think Jedders.
Was he 6'3"?
6'4".
Very good speed.
Marv is 6'4". You could even say Devontae. But he's a bit bigger.
This is I'm getting a bit off track here, but the fact you mentioned Jettas just made me think about, like, would you even fucking draft him like top 10?
Jedders. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why no, Mitch?
Purely because of his situation. I think so. Basically, you're taking him over Amon.
Top 10. I'm not saying fuck. You can take him 9th, 10th.
Yeah, Amon is like literally neck and neck.
Amon's in
with
the
him.
top 10.
Obviously, I'm not going to say CD and Jamar because they're higher than him. But you're taking Amon. Puka is also around that range. I
take him
Don't wanna
above
go
everybody
Puka?
you just said.
No.
Except
Oh,
Jamar
no way
Chase.
I'm on because I'm not trusting. Kirk Cousins was still there, 100%. I'm not trusting a rookie to be feeding a top 3, top 4 wide receiver.
Sam, was it Sam Darnold? Apparently he's
So what
winning
did you
the
have with
race
Garrett
for-
Wilson? He
for
almost
QB1
killed a man
there.
out there last year. So
Fuck me.
that's why I wouldn't go him.
No.
I'm going to be different to you boys. I'm going to be fucking la-di-da. I'm going Caleb, paint your nails, Williams. I know everyone's a bit low on him, which is insane because he's a first pick. I think he's got a great situation. He's got DJ. He's got DJ, Keenan Allen, very proven receivers.
And Rome.
He's got Rome, who's got potential. He's a first round pick. He's got he's been fed a running game as well with DeAndre Swift, and also
You forget about Swift, don't you? Swift a
oh,
problem.
They'd always running backs you want to take in the waiver wire, and they always get 3 carries. But essentially, he's got options, and I think he's in a great situation, which I think is the best thing for a rookie when they're going in these talks. Marvin Harrison also has a great situation. Like, you got Murray feeding him. I just think they're going to give it to a QB over a wide receiver. Yeah, fuck.
Can see it.
I'm guessing if we don't care about defense, and we're very unlikely to care about defensive rookies, but I've got one. Flagger's got one.
Yeah, well, I think we
I
got
think
the
we've got the same one. Does anyone
I
else
did a
have
little. I did a little bit of research last night.
I've forgotten his name, but
This bloke's. The only reason I picked him was he's. I don't know if you've looked at his story, but he's got a good story.
a story? It's
He's
all
got a
about
good
narratives.
story. He's got a
awards.
good narrative.
Yeah.
So, I'll try to keep it short and accurate as possible. Got a shit memory. His name's Laiatu Latu.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
He's was forced into retirement in his first year of college with a neck injury.
Comeback
I
kid.
think
And
I've seen
then
this, yeah.
the same surgeon who did Eli Manning fixed him, so a bit of a link up with the Colts.
Magic
Yeah.
hand.
Gets drafted to the Colts.
Hey,
So I think there's a bit of
things are
magic-
lining up.
Yeah, things are lining up, and I think he's gonna have a. He looks pretty good.
Okay.
So
Good
I
looking
think
bloke.
he's Uso.
He's big also.
He's a big Uso.
So
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same boat as
Yeah.
Flieger. I think, you know, I think everyone was scared. The reason why he didn't go top 10 because of his neck. But, you know, that's water under the bridge. It's just a neck.
Yeah.
You don't
What
really
do you
need
need it
that
for?
exactly. He's a linebacker. They got no necks. Have you seen them? They're a bit like rugby players. So,
I'm
Um,
going.
oh, Gussie's got one.
Yeah, I got one. Sorry. If you three all going the same,
No, I'm not. No.
you're not.
No.
All right.
He's
Well,
just,
you're,
he's on
Potts
Sportsbet.
just did his research.
you're going the
Sportsbet.
same. You're going the same as
Yep.
Flegger.
They are too late to.
I'm going for another Philly player in Quinnen Mitchell. Now he's the cornerback. I think he was drafted first round around 15 to 17. He was one of those 15, 16 or 17. I reckon he's going to partner up well at the back there with Darius Slay.
Okay.
And Philly last year, their defense really, it took a turn. They were, I'm pretty sure, ranked number 1 and or maybe second to Dallas at the start, and they really fell off. And I reckon he's maybe that spark at the back there that they need to help Slay
Back
out.
burner.
Yeah, I reckon.
What does your research point you towards, Potts? In the lamp corner there, reading you.
Well, I just wanted to be a bit different.
course.
So I decided to go for the one that stood out to me the most out of the list. And I decided to go with,
The name that popped out to you. You're going,
Yep.
That one.
and that name is Chop Morrison.
Morrison.
Let's go, Choppy.
Wait, no, Chop Robinson.
Oh,
Get it
Robinson.
right, mate. Don't get it twisted.
You remember the name.
So
Tell us about him.
Chop is he got picked up by the Dolphins.
Picked
so
up.
they-
He didn't get drafted.
No, he got drafted by the Dolphins. No, they pick him up. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he plays on the edge, and Dolphins obviously need a good defense to match their offense, right? So they've gone with Chop.
Plays on the edge. His life's on the edge. I've heard about Chop.
Anyway, Chop.
Sounds like a fucking bulldog.
Chop was ranked out of all of the American college football from last season. He was ranked 6th out of the rush, pass, win. Right. Is that a stat? No. I've got it here. I tried to do it off by heart, but I couldn't even bloody do
So
it.
Chop's the 6th best rusher.
that stat's come up as one of those rogue ones at ESPN.
Here we go. No. I got it.
That's a
So
Bronny James stat.
among all defenders in college football, Robinson, the Chop, ranks ranked 6th in pass rush win rates at 20.8% in 2023. And then if you want the advanced metrics, or is that enough?
That's good enough
That's
for
not the
me.
advanced metrics.
No, we can keep going. So Robinson finished top of class in quick pressure rates,
In schooner drinking.
and second in time pressure, and third in overall pressure.
Got
He's
the
up
most
for it.
babes.
Yeah, he's just ready to chop counts essentially. That's all we're looking for.
I need a photo of you, mate.
That-
Oh, you
I've
want a
got
photo?
vision. I've got a vision of.
Can we show
Oh,
the
okay,
viewers
that
at
was
home?
not what I was expecting. Hey,
Yeah,
Big chop.
that's Chopper.
Big Chops.
You ready to chop?
Yeah. 21 years old, not 23, like Letua, Ledadi, or whatever his fucking name is.
Picking on a disabled
While you
bloke.
say his name's Chop, that's nickname, obviously.
Yep.
That's another thing we could possibly do in the weeks coming, is ranking best nicknames for NFL players.
Chops already goat. I
Chop's,
think.
you got to take it in his first year.
Chop's his first name. It's not his nickname. I don't know what you're fucking laughing on about.
He changed it.
What,
mate.
what was his name? His real
Chop.
name? No, his nickname. What was his
Chopper.
nickname?
Mate, it says Chop Robinson. I kid you not.
Wasn't it something else?
the chop.
Chopper Reed.
Chop Robinson. Like, that's his fucking
Show.
name. Chop Robinson.
Nah, Demuian.
Oh, up the top there.
Are you?
There's no fucking
Chop's
way.
his real name. Demuian's his
It's like
nickname.
Bam.
There's
It's
no
like
way
Bam,
anyone
Bam
can
Bio.
pronounce
That's not
that.
his real name.
Demi-Iuyun.
Demigong.
Demeion. There's
Demigod.
about fucking only 2 letters in that word.
Demigod.
Is a constant.
He's a
The other rest are
demigod.
all fucking nouns. Vowels. Is that right? Look at that.
Well, Debo's not even his real name.
What?
Yeah. It's his
That-
dad's.
that's a good list
his
as well.
dad gave it as a nickname.
What's his real name? Do you know?
Debo. No. Debo is off.
It's a movie. He's his
Yeah,
favorite
off of
character.
Friday,
or something.
Fridays.
Yeah.
Devo, yeah.
That's what it's
true.
from. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Another quick one, Bam Adebayo. He's Idris.
It's just-
That's his name.
Yeah. He was called Bam Bam because I think it was Flintstones or some shit when he
Yeah,
was growing
Bam
up.
Bam, we wax a stick on the ground.
At least that's what he's.
It's
That's
like
what his family.
Gary's
told me at
actually
Christmas.
Garrison.
You
Yeah,
can,
true.
You can kind of see that.
Yeah, and
Garrison.
yeah, it's Flager. It's not actually Flager.
What?
That's not on his birth certificate. I know. I just found this out.
Well, I better be
I'll
changing
be
the
damned.
contact in my phone. Then.
Okay,
What's his name? Fletcher or something.
No, surely not. Not
Can't
for
be.
Gutter.
Couldn't be.
I haven't actually. I forgot. Clean Bang forgot about comeback player. So I'm not sure if any of my boys have one in mind.
Yep.
Chop. Coming back from his average college career.
Oh, 6.
Coming back from the barber shop.
I literally went down the list and I just went, "Yep, I pick you." Like,
No one's got to come back.
I had
I
Aaron.
got one. We all got one, mate.
Yeah.
I don't then. I was
Do you
hoping
not?
I wasn't the odd one
You
out.
got
No.
one?
Yeah, well, I just had Aaron Rodgers. I think it's a pretty
Oh,
pretty
fuck.
simple one. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
You s-
didn't play last
yeah,
year,
I can see it. 100%.
so he can only really get better.
100%.
Yeah. Imagine
That's
imagine
pretty
if the Jets go all the way. Like that would be so sick.
They could. They
In
could.
the Big
easy.
Apple.
Oh man.
Wow. Imagine the parties
Fucking what's
there.
that cunt? Gary V. He'd be all over that.
Gary V.
He'd be so excited.
Don't even get started on Gary V. Something about Gary's.
Yeah.
You seem
Anything
pretty
else?
keen. Who you got?
Well, I was thinking Aaron Rodgers because I had Garrett Wilson last year, but I'm fucking off that cunt. So I decided to look more down the list around like, you know, people who underperformed last year but have the ceiling to perform.
Yeah.
And I decided to go with none other than Austin Eckler.
I was actually going to say it.
Really?
Off the top of my head.
Holy
You know
shit.
why?
We
Because it's
discussed,
about expectations.
we
And
discussed this to
his
Dingle debate.
expectations are down here for me.
I think he's like a buy low, sell high type bloke.
It's Rogers' top, or Waterloo's, but a dark horse, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure.
There was the thing about Eckler while we're on him, and he goes, he didn't
wanna
like
hear it.
playing at the Chargers because they wanted an RB to run the ball 300 times a game. Like, you're a running back. All you have to do is get the ball and fucking run. How can you complain about that?
Yeah.
My comeback player, Richardson at the Colts. Anthony Richardson.
Ooh,
Because
that's a good
he
pick.
was injured the whole
That's
year,
a
wasn't
great
he?
pick. Yeah,
I reckon
respect
he's
that.
comeback player
Yeah,
of the
but
year.
you know what's fucked as well? Like, you could also throw Burrow in there too.
Yeah.
True.
We talked about that just before,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, Burrow. I'm going Richardson on comeback, but Burrow for MVP. That's where I'm standing.
I like all
But
your
then
boys
wouldn't that make Burrow the comeback as well? Because he's
Nah, but they're going if I think how they do it is they'd
well. I'm
they'd
just
make
saying
him
because
the
I've looked at
MVP.
fantasy. I mean, I've looked at sports bets.
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure Burrow is like top 3.
is he?
Yeah.
He's
Out
top.
of curiosity, what's your sports bet balance at, mate?
You want to check my statement?
It's in the green.
Get my monthly statements.
Yeah.
Mate, you're not asking for a loan. Just tell me how much it is.
Cash only. Yeah, he only goes to the smokers' room. Flager on a Monday morning.
Keep it away
scratching
from the
his
missus,
arm.
mate. Yeah.
I can't tell you on about this, mate.
Oh, that's a good segment. We should do NFL multis.
Oh, mate. I'll leave that to the
Gamble
I'll leave that
responsibly.
to the graphic designer
Gamble.
on Mondays.
I don't want to.
Gamble
I'll get in
responsibly.
on this actually. Now I'm not a betting
He's living
man,
through us. He's living
but I
through
got
us.
you know how randomly Sportsbet will give you like, hey, here's a $10 bet or like a bonus bet. They throw it at you if you haven't
Yeah.
been active for a while.
No, they throw it at you if you fucking shit. That's what they do.
Well, I don't bet, so
Aiden knows because he gets 30 offers a week.
So anyway, I got this $10 gift card thing from Sportsbet,
card.
bonus bet. So I put it on, and I had this ridiculous like 26 leg NFL
This is
multi.
when I was with you, wasn't it?
No, I won the NBA multi years ago. Come woke up at 4 a.m. saying I won. Anyway, I put this 26 leg NFL multi on, and it was off the $10, and it was paying like 65K, right? And I shit you not, I was 3 legs short. I can pull it up and show you.
That's how it
And
always
the-
ends, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
3 that let me down are my fucking 49ers. This was when CMC was on his tear of his 17-game touchdowns. He didn't score that game. I put him on. Brendan Ayuk didn't score, and Deebo Samuel didn't score.
Yeah, and I'd be a millionaire if all my multis come through as well.
No,
mate.
big facts I can show you if you really
Yeah, I
want to
can
see.
show you as well.
Like, I was kicking it. I was chugging a
Now
teeny.
Gussie's house is getting foreclosed. No.
Anyway, that's why I deleted the app.
Okay, sweet. Well, let's move on to the big one. Okay, I know Gussie was here in bed last night in his 2005 Benji Marshall onesie, just tossing and turning like it was Christmas Eve. Just
mind you, it's the ones that had the little tail between the legs as well.
It wasn't a tail between the legs; it was the retractable thing, so your mum could hold on to you at the shopping centre.
Like flick part, just doing these, and he's tossing and turning, checking the clock. It's only 1 o'clock. He's like, ooh, like that. So I know he's very keen for this segment. We all were, but he wanted to do this as a top 15 or top 12. But we had to narrow it down. So we're doing a top 5 ranking this week.
We're not doing 15.
No.
What?
We're doing 5, okay? This week we're going to rank the best sporting movies. No, hang on. No, how do we say it? No, sporting movies.
Yep.
This week we're going to rank the best top 5 sporting movies. Who wants to start this one?
I'll go last.
I was going to go last.
Nah, I'm going. Because
So
mine's controversial. I know it's going to start some shit.
Well, Fleague will take one for the team.
I bet you it's not as controversial as mine.
Nah, well, you go second last then.
Because like mine's pretty standard, so there's probably not much to talk about.
Yep.
So it's a good starting point.
So start from 5.
5?
Yep.
Oh wait, I got an honourable mention.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Honourable mention because it's probably my favourite. I'd
Favourite?
have it.
He's eating it, mate.
I'd have it number
that
1,
keen? He's
but
excited.
it's a series. But they do have a movie, but the movie's not as good.
The book's better.
Blue Mountain State. It is.
Oh, yeah.
I got
I'll
told
rate
to
that.
watch this today. Haven't seen it.
Oh, my,
What?
mate.
It's got Reacher in it. The guy.
Yeah.
Reacher,
Yeah.
Big,
Richo actually told me to watch it
Bad
today. We were
Castle.
discussing about our segment. He said, watch it.
Everyone needs to watch Blue Mountain State because it is the best thing ever. Anyways, number 5, we've got Shooting Stars. Anyone seen that? Anyone
No.
heard of it?
Isn't that
It's
isn't that the one
LeBron-
with, is that the one with Lady Gaga in it?
It's not a documentary. It's based off LeBron's high school.
Oh, it's a Netflix series,
No, it's a movie, mate.
isn't it?
I know the series you're talking
Just
about.
act, just say you don't know.
Hustle
Mate.
or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Flag.
I swear it
It's
says.
so you know how LeBron's in the the Irish bloody thing. It's got
LeBron,
Scoot
the
Henderson in
NFL
it.
player.
It's got Scoot in it.
Scoot Henderson.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Anyways, it's good. It's really good.
All right.
So it's pretty much just like LeBron,
Yeah.
but he's like throughout his in high school, and he's like come up into the NBA.
Yep.
It's a good movie.
Okay. Worth a watch.
Yeah, definitely worth.
I'll
a
take
watch.
your word for it.
I'll go 4, 3, 2, 1, like rapid fire. Then
Rapid fire,
Yeah.
righto. Got Goon at number 4. Anyone seen Goon?
yeah, good, yeah,
Goon.
Nah.
yeah.
Number 3, Coach Carter, classic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Number 2, The Blind Side,
Yeah,
Yes.
and then number 1 is Remember the Titans.
I haven't seen Remember the Titans.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
what?
I'm
You
getting it out there. I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it?
it. I'm so sorry.
That is
Oh!
crazy.
You're a fuckwit.
I'm sorry. I had to get it out there. I can't join in on the
You're
conversation.
killing me, Petey.
I'll watch it tonight.
That is crazy.
I need to watch it again, but I've only watched it once.
He's calling me out for saying I'm a fuckwit and has. I bet
At
he
least,
hasn't
at least
watched
I've
it.
fucking seen it.
I
Cunt.
bet you haven't. I bet you haven't. You're just trying to be cool.
Go expand a little bit on Goon. Reckon.
So I thought about Goon because
What was it there? Just tell, yeah.
it's just a funny movie.
Yeah,
He just
funny.
belts.
It's
What is it?
comedic.
It's ice hockey movie,
Explain.
and it's pretty much this guy. He's just dumb as batshit. Works security at pubs. Just belts people,
So-
and then got recruited into this like the minor leagues
Yeah.
as to belt people. Like he'd come onto the field
Just to flog
just to
him.
belt someone, then come off,
Get put in the box.
and he just he's
Paul
just-
Gallen.
It's just a good movie. 'Cause he just belts
The
people.
Fletcher
It's just,
Masters
it's just
power
funny.
stick.
As. So you got to
Super
watch
sub.
it. It's got Stifler.
Stifler. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
That's him. He's Goon.
He's Goon. He's the title character, titular character.
Yeah.
whatever.
Righto.
Goon. Good movie.
Oh, that's a bit different. No, that
Yeah.
wasn't definitely. That was unique.
Yeah.
I rate it. That's
No,
that's
fucking-
good.
That's good. It's
No,
different. That's a bit of flavour. Mine's I'll just rapid fire mine. So my 5 and 4 was my top 3 are set though.
Yep.
So my 5 and 4 are likely to change. But 5, Iron Claw, a very new one, wrestling movie. 4 is
Is that
Warrior.
with Zach? Is that with Zac Efron?
Yes.
Iron Claw.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
4 is Warrior with Tom Hardy. 3 is Happy Gilmore. 2 is Rocky 1.
Oh.
Tough time splitting between Rockies there. And number 1, I'm with Fletch in Remember the Titans. I did not think Remember the Titans would be that high for me, but looking back at it, it's funny,
just
it's
such a-
quotable, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
movie.
I need to
It
watch
is.
it.
It's not offensive or anything. It's solidarity and like the whole family can enjoy.
Yeah.
You know? But I was and between the rocks. I'm not sure if anyone else featured Rocky, but I reckon Rocky won just because it's probably more of a drama film. But mate,
Rocky's a
you
great.
can't talk about
they're
sport movies
so
without Rocky.
good.
Such
They're
a
so good.
You know, Rocky 2 I wanted to pick because like he wins, but no one wants to add something different. So that's my
Yep.
list. What about you? One of you boys. Someone's got to go.
You want to go last?
Yeah.
All right. I got an honourable mention. to Matt Damon's film Invictus. I don't know if you guys have seen Invictus.
Yeah, that was going to be in mine. But
Really?
Yeah, I was going to put that in, but I didn't put it in.
Yeah, just the whole political side of it just fucking hits home. So what literally beat it by the nose was Racing Stripes. So I decided to put Racing Stripes in there just because
Racing Stripes.
Mate, I love Racing Stripes.
That's
You know,
fun,
something about horse racing, punting, and zebras really hits home.
Yeah.
And then fourth is Never Back Down.
I knew you were going to put that in. I knew it. I knew it.
Well,
I did.
Yeah, I Never Back Down. Like, I was waiting for ages for it to come on Netflix, and it never came on Netflix, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to pay $5 to buy it off Google Home, so I've got that to watch every now and then.
Red jumpsuit, false pretend.
Yeah, good track.
Yeah.
Third is Happy Gilmore.
There we go. We matched it.
Yep, yeah. Second is Blindside, Flegger.
Yeah.
And first is Coach Carter.
Hey,
I don't remember
the
the
boys.
Titans.
Yeah.
But that's my 5. Yeah.
All right. Coming in home here.
He's
I
holding it
bet
up.
it's
Alright.
gonna be so.
I've
shit.
got 2 honourable mentions.
Cracker Jack. Whatever. it's
2
called.
honourable mentions here. One is Space Jam.
Yeah.
Very
That
good
was
flick.
I don't know about that.
And
We'll talk about that soon.
my second honourable mention is The Longest Yard. Or the 40 yard.
The 2005 one or the original 1974, whatever the fuck it was.
05.
Yeah, 05, yeah.
I've seen that.
The one you
With
said.
the great Carly in it. And you broke my nose.
I love little Michael.
Number 5 for me is the Rockies / Creeds.
Oh, you cop it out, mate. You
Yeah, the Rockies / Creeds.
could narrow it down.
4 is Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay.
Number 3 is the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
I like the Mighty Ducks. Number 2, I've got Coach Carter. Now that was very hard to pick between 1 and 2.
You fucking got that one.
And number 1
No
for
fucking
me
way.
is Point Break.
I thought you were going to say Ocean Blue or some shit.
No, it's Point Break. And the only reason why...
Is that the one who's like, yeah? He's like shooting at the sky?
Utah. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's this Keanu Reeves, man.
Have you seen Point Break?
So the only reason that I said it was
Is that
going
a
to
surfing
be...
film?
Yeah. Which is
Loosely.
sport. This is why I thought it was going to stir some shit. And what we can do here is we can ask our viewers if we think...
Is Point Break a sports movie?
Now it's all about it's sport because of surfing, but it's all about robbing banks and doing crazy shit. But that's why I picked Point
I
Break.
should have said Black Panther with that little kid playing basketball at the start.
Yeah.
Here we go. Point Break is my favourite movie of all
Grown
time.
Ups too as well. Grown Up, any of the Grown Ups.
Yeah.
We could have said Star Wars. Remember, like the new
See,
one,
this
like
is
the
why I
new
said it-
Jedi, where those things are racing around like race horses, but they're not actually horses.
But the other flip side, Space Jam is a science fiction movie. So there you go.
This is why I put it in.
He's
there.
telling me Racing Stripes isn't.
So
Well, you mean to tell me that I can't insert a fucking
I-
zebra to go run in the Melbourne Cup?
I rate Garcia with the logic because I'll strongly disagree that it's a sport movie, but I can't fold him for it because I'm in the camp that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm in the minority that say it is not a Christmas movie. It's just because it's set in Christmas. Wait, so do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Have you watched Die Hard?
No, I don't think it is.
Do you think Point Break is a sport movie?
Yeah.
See, that
Because it's
to me
based
confuses
around
me.
it's based around the
Is it
surfing
based around
culture.
those?
Yes, he couldn't have. So him being the copper, he couldn't get in and work like do these cases and like crack these guys down if he didn't fit into surfing. He made surfing fit him.
I
which
feel
is a sport.
like the what's the word for it? Like the main
Criteria?
storyline has to be around that sport.
I just feel like Gary's the type of bloke who drafted Odell Beckham last year, so we shouldn't take his
Yeah.
opinion.
I did, and I still stand by that.
Oh, I rate it. It's more confusing me how you think that Die Hard thing doesn't apply for that one. But,
We'll talk about it later.
yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
But okay, so what? So I think most of them got thing. I will say some ones that didn't get mentioned who were on my I had a very long list. I'll say the ones that we did. Well, actually, so the similarities. You guys all had Coach Carter.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so big
Yeah.
on
I
Coach
understand
Carter.
that. I think it's a little cliche, but all my movies are cliche, so I can't really knock that. But
I know it word for word.
yeah,
The
so,
whole movie.
but then I like Remember the Titans, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite. So I get that. What did we have any other similarity? Remember the Titans with me? Oh, did you?
Blind, so we had the blind
you ever
side.
Remember the Titans? Blind side.
Did I Sorry, my top 5 obviously isn't that important to me. Did I throw Gridiron Gang in there?
No, you did not. I thought that was going
That's an honourable mention for me. Sorry, it's
Three
Gridiron
I'm
Gang.
surprised you didn't put Sherlock Holmes in there either, mate.
Gridiron Gang is a good movie.
Has a fight scene in it. That's like
Dodge-
being under boxing. So they're ahead of their time, actually.
Hot fuzz.
Hot fuzz, yeah. Gun shooting, clay shooting in that one.
Flegger just had a good one, boys.
Dodgeball.
Yes.
Dodge a
that,
wrench.
that was on my
Dodge a
first
ball.
list. I probably, that was in and out of my 5.
Yeah,
That is
me
such
too.
a fucking good movie.
And like a mentionable movie. There's so many
Yeah,
quotes
it's
in
so
that
quotable.
movie. You can,
The big one for me, I was thinking about Waterboy. Was another one.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Um,
Bobby Boucher.
Longest Yard. I'm glad you mentioned that, even though I was in your honourable mentions. I was tossing and turning. Moneyball. No one's seen that.
I haven't
Baseball
seen Moneyball,
one,
but I forgot about Waterboy, to be honest.
Couldn't get
Yeah.
into it.
That's good.
Yeah, no.
No Moneyball.
What's the one with the it could be considered a sport. He was an Indian actor, and it's million Slumdog Millionaire.
No, that Slumdog
There's
Millionaire.
a cricket bat.
No,
in the start,
$1
with an opening
million dollar
shot.
baby.
That scene.
Slumdog Millionaire is about that guy, the Indian fella that jumps.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, he jumps on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he ends up winning.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
The only
Eddie-
reason you're thinking sport is because in that movie, a famous soccer player goes to the town and he's stuck in this silo tank, and they've locked him in there, and he ends up just
Covered
opening
in
the
shit.
shitter and jumping down the poop chute,
Yeah.
and he ends up covering in
Yeah.
shit.
My bad.
The other one, so I'll rapid fire these. Cool Runnings. Didn't get a mention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
White Man Can't Jump. That would probably go on the critics' top 5. I feel that's always mentioned.
Yep.
No one's seen. I don't really rate it, anyways. But
Nah.
Friday Night Lights, I love that Gridiron movie. That didn't get mentioned. That's also a
Yep.
series, I think. Talladega Nights didn't get a mention.
haven't seen it.
Yeah,
What,
I haven't
Ricky
seen
Bobby?
it.
Sorry, haven't seen it.
Really? Fuck, you got some sport movies to watch.
I didn't.
Besides Point Break.
Nah, sorry, I can only reference this movie scene out of a movie. You guys have probably said it, but I've seen videos of it. Is when they're doing the bear crawl, and he's got the guy on his back, and he's blind. He's doing it blindfolded, and the coach is like,
Yeah.
"Give me 20 more, John. Give me 20 more," and he ends up going the full
I know what you're talking about.
field with this guy bear crawling on his back.
Oh, so this is not in Point Break. I thought. Oh, well, I'm not taking the piss. I just
No,
thought
this
you were
isn't
referencing
what-
that
this-
movie.
no, this
I
is-
watched Point
We're
Break.
trying to work out what it
I'm
was
trying to
from.
work out what the
'Cause
movie
I can-
is
I can
because you'd
picture
know it.
I know
Yeah,
it.
I've
I
got
can
it.
picture
I've got it here. Keep talking though, and I'll find it.
But
I tried. I couldn't put that in my top 5. I could put that in top 5 like movie snippets I've seen because I really like that. Because what he does is he puts a teammate on his back and he's trying to tap out at like 20 yards, but he just keeps going, keeps having a go, and he gets all the way down in the other end zone. Like I think that's all heart. I rated that scene when I seen it.
Actually, I can't believe I missed this one. It was fucking. We watched it last week. Pots. Fucking Inside Out 2.
Oh.
Fucking hockey scene in that.
Hockey
That feature. That was a big feature.
that's to be fair.
You guys
that
are just taking the piss.
Oh, but to be fair, like got a
That
fair bit of
features
hockey
more
in
than the
it.
surfing in it. So technically,
No,
that considers-
fucking no. It
That's
does
funny,
not,
man.
man. And you know what? I'm happy I said Point Break because I can see it's really getting under all your skin. I stand by
I'm
Point
just saying, you
Break.
got to be consistent with the logic.
Point Break is
Yeah.
my not just number one, like it's my number 1 movie.
Yeah, 'cause
of
it's
all
obviously
time.
that the Bra Boys coming out new so
not
hard
even
right now.
sports like related. Number 1 movie.
Yeah, it's
I
not sports
fucking
related. You
love
get
it.
you're right.
You're right.
I
You're
love
right. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. I was sitting on that hill.
Well, could you say that? Could we throw dancing in there? Would you say dancing's a sport? Because I could say step
Dirty
ups and
dancing.
stomp the yards.
Stop. You could.
Like
No one's disrespecting dancers. We're all equal
No,
to dancers.
we're not.
What's another one? We could. Cracker
cheerleading.
Jack. That's about lawn bowling at the bowler. It's an Australian movie.
Is that
Yeah.
just a local Canamble film? What's that?
It probably only made $2,000 at the box office.
Who we
but-
got? Shout out Canamble. What's what Canamble?
What do we got there? We have with the Canal Bears 2024 logo.
Yep. Show it off. Show it off. Get up there.
Probably ranking dead last, but they had a reserve grade the other day, and
Canamble sellers.
they got pumped.
Bleed for this. That's another good one.
What's this?
It's a boxing one.
Did you
Where,
work
where
out
he
what-
had a car crash
that
and
was
he's
about,
fucking. He had a car crash and he
Tasmanian Devil, Taz Devil. Yeah.
Southpaw. Another great flick.
Boxing is probably actually real quickly, and I'll finish up. What sport has the best movie collection?
I'd say NFL.
Put it on.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
boxing. There's been some fucking good boxing.
I'm not the biggest fan of boxing movies,
Surfing.
to be fair though.
They are big
mate,
feature.
horse racing's pretty fucking good if you think about it. Far
Seabiscuit,
Seabiscuit.
Surfing.
Racing Stripes, classic.
Racing stripes.
Won
All
4
I-
Academy
all I-
You
Awards.
didn't think of that, did ya?
All I'm gonna say is the
There's a
blind,
reason
the
why I
blind
didn't think
side and Remember the Titans were like a clear run around. So
I'm saying NFL with your flag.
Yeah.
I am.
Boxing clears for me.
Yeah,
Boxing's just-
fighting's pretty good.
Boxing's also good though.
I don't think there would be.
But like, if you threw like Last Dance in there for basketball, it's pretty good as well.
That's a series.
Hoop Dreams is one I want to watch.
I could have done so many series.
I haven't watched this one. It's a doco. It's really acclaimed. Every list looked at like top 3 was Hoop Dreams. I haven't watched that yet. It's about like a documentary, like full-on documentary that follows 2 like college NBA wannabes. But apparently it's really good. But
So Julian Newman's in there. If anyone knows
Rotten
him.
Tomatoes probably had a 100% score on that. So
Apparently, Last Chance U is good. That's a series.
That's a great series.
And that's a
I rate
great
that.
series.
Yeah, but we could do series next maybe.
Series.
Because there's lots of series that I could have added in, but couldn't.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory had a dodgeball scene at once. So that's a sport series, I guess. So that's another one. So yeah. I think we'll leave it on that note. And while Gussie wants to, he's clenching his fist right now.
I'm not watching Remember the Titans. No, I'm going to watch.
Oh, okay. That's
Watch
your
Point
loss,
Break.
mate.
Only reason
don't
you
wanna
haven't watched
wa-
it.
No,
run-
is it? So
If you don't want to run for a brick wall,
it'll be your number 1 once you watch it.
Yeah.
Just quietly.
100%. So,
It's good.
and one of those boys, unless you have any closing thoughts, I think.
Nope.
Pretty
Thank you
happy
again
with
for our
that.
30 listeners.
Hopefully it's 35 this week.
Yep. And not 5 extra times of Gary on the shitter.
I beg your pardon.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
See you there.
Good job.
What did that mean on the shitter?
Because you're going to watch it.